This episode is in loving memory of Linda Rector, my beautiful mum.
As if there weren't enough words in the last episode.
This should be good. Psychodrama.
I haven't come across too many lesbians that also sleep with men. Do you know gay guys who have sex with women? I mean, I'm not anti-bi.
I think there's a line that goes from left to right. Straight is at one end, gay the other, and bi is anywhere or everywhere in between.
What if he is straight or at the hetero end of that line and all our queerness is too much for him? But that's his problem, isn't it? Actually, it's ours if we lose him. I mean, being bi is fine in theory, but how does it work in practice? As you rightly pointed out, there are many grades of sexuality. He may have an equally proportionate amount of relationships with men and women. He may be attracted to both, just sleep with one gender or neither. William may have more than one relationship going at a time. He could be a serial monogamist and flip from one to another. Is he truthful with all of them? Could he be consumed by guilt? On the other hand, maybe Mikey has been right all along and William is in denial and is using the tag to hedge his bets. Or is he entirely heterosexual and is just posing as bi to get the room? Oh, lordy, I'm back where I started.
I don't understand when I fit in.
Friends of Dorothy, Episode 8. Parental Guidance Not Recommended by David Rector. Back in time to 1984 and the shared house. Monday, 6:10 p.m.
Now you're all here, I have something to say.
Oh, for the love of everything that's holy. No!
Steph looks stressed as she watches her neighbour hold court. Viv stands near the nook. Simon and Mikey side by side. William approaches.
Gather around, my little cherubs.
Oh, lordy.
Don't bring him upstairs into this.
Who says it's a male?
What do you want to say, Viv?
Thank you, William. Well, as you know, I have no children, but these past months I've come to regard you as my very own, and I thank you for allowing me into your treehouse. Mikey, you're my cuddly cherub.
I'm not cuddly. I'm lightly muscled.
Steph, you're my clever cherub. William, my clean-cut cherub. And Simon, dear Simon.
Oh, God, here it comes.
Simon, you're my confused cherub.
I'm not confused, Viv. I'm multi-layered.
Not in that outfit, you're not.
Some more tucking required, Si. I remember Ginger Grant, but not with meat and 2 veg.
I do get lots of attention in this dress.
Frock? I'll bet you do. Anyway, you're not the confused one among us.
Zip it, Mikey.
I prefer it unzipped.
Viv, we are being disrespectful. You have something more to say?
That's what concerns me.
I just wanted to let you know how much I am learning from you all. They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but I say nuts to that. I definitely feel more queer every day.
I've come over a bit peculiar after that.
You have honorary rary status, Viv.
One might say you're a friend of Dorothy.
I have to go to work, but so happy. We are family. Still, you're the cheery cherub, Viv.
Simon gives her a peck on the cheek
Mwah.
and darts out the door. Mikey and Steph pair up to amble towards the courtyard. Viv moves to the nook to dole out her food. William hovers.
Not sure how I feel about being a cherub.
You were clever. I was cuddly.
She meant tactile. But cherub has too many religious associations. It elicits cognitive dissonance for me.
You're doing it again, speaking in tongues.
I'd call you clingy. Back a bit. Shoo! Force field.
You're claustrophobic. See what I did there?
Very clever. Keeping the alliteration going.
And you thought Viv would put a foot in it.
I haven't finished, cherubs!
You cursed it.
You don't believe in curses. Or cherubs.
Mikey and Steph simultaneously do an about turn, facing Viv.
Now, young William, what I want to say is this.
Haven't there been enough words today? Lord knows I'm good. Less is more, you know?
You don't follow that. More is never enough.
For you, maybe.
Let's not censor Viv. Everyone is free to express themselves in their own way, right?
When you speak, we listen, Viv.
I am glad you're staying, William. That's it. Oh, and I wanted to lean on you strapping lads to give me a hand. 2, in fact, which would be 4. While the blob is at work, I am seizing the opportunity to ransack his den. A fella's coming to haul all the junk away.
Mama Blob's furniture?
Why, yes, how did you know? Are you picking up Simon's psychiatric powers?
Psychic. Stands to reason. You're de-blobbing.
I possess loads of powers, actually.
You're a charmer for sure. So, who's in?
Sorry, Viv. I need to pass. I'm all pooped out.
Mikey and Steph again turn to head towards the courtyard.
Well, I'm happy to. After dinner, okay?
Tardols, the blob won't notice what's missing, but you will get a jug of old Vivy's homemade soft drink. William will work up quite the sweat with what I am clearing out.
Upon hearing Viv's words, Mikey swings around quickly.
Where are my manners? Actually, maybe a second pair of hands wouldn't go astray.
Steph groans and also turns around to match him.
Yours would, Mikey. Let William do it.
Yes, on second thought. Well, third. I should really help Steph with her assignment. She relies on me so with bibliolio.
Spelling and pronunciations.
Oh yes, one more thing to mention.
Where does she think she is? Parliament?
We're going to have a bad case of whiplash.
Now, I know you all have to get back to your jobs and your studies tomorrow, so I will come and babysit the house for when those fellas come to fix the fuse. Okay? Done deal.
It would certainly solve one conundrum for me.
Are you sure, Viv? It's very generous of you.
Yes, I'd only be watching Little House on the Prairie or General Hospital or some cop show with an overweight detective. I live with one blob already. Your lives are much more intriguing over here. Bisexuals, tradesmen, boys dressing up as girls and Vicky Verka.
That would be infinitely helpful if I could extricate myself from our domestic setting and all the vicissitudes just long enough to fulfill my tertiary requirements and submit my dissertation on the protracted clinical repercussions of sleep deprivation.
Did either of you get any of that?
My interpretation. Steph needs a good night's sleep. And I think she says thanks, Viv.
Steph grabs Mikey to again try to get to the courtyard.
Grubs up! Come and get it!
The adage, you are what you eat, better not come true tonight. Haven't I suffered enough?
The next morning, 8:30 a.m. William folds his mattress. Mikey is partaking in a bowl of cereal, trying not to look at William, bending and lifting.
Would you like a hand, mate?
William does a double take.
Sure. Thanks. Simon's already left.
Yeah, I saw him push off at Sparrow's fart.
Did you sleep okay?
Yep, solid kip. What about you, sport?
After a night at Viv's, I'm worn out. Not sure what was in the orangeade. Still repeating.
She's some Sheila, isn't she? A real card.
What's going on, Mikey? You sound like you swallowed Paul Hogan.
I'm just having a chin wag with another dude. Can't two blokes just have a yarn?
No, not when one of them is you. What's with all the strine?
Steph told me to dial back all the Queenie stuff.
I did no such thing.
Damn those bionic ears of hers. You did!
I asked you not to salivate over and around William. I wanted you not to be so asinine.
What the flaming hell does that mean?
Mikey, just be yourself. This is too weird.
What does asinine mean?
Making a bit of an ass of yourself.
That's my best feature. Oh, and my extravagantly exquisite eyelashes. Gotta use what I got.
Don't make me come out there, Mikey.
We all have to come out sometime, don't we?
Mikey scrambles.
Ah!
William laughs. 20 minutes later, in the kitchen, Steph struts in. She realizes she is alone. She breathes in and sits down, looks exhausted.
Ugh.
She eyes the coffee tin. Viv peers through the fly door and begins singing to Steph.
Do-wah, good morning, how are you? It's nice to see your face.
Thank you for the serenade. Come in.
An oldie, but a goodie like me. Oh, Steph.
Don't say it. I look an absolute fright, a complete mess. I've had all of 7 minutes sleep, and I know this because I counted them.
No, I was going to tell you that your blouse is on inside out.
I'm not wearing a blouse. I don't own one. But good God, I am inside out and upside down.
Oh, come on. I'll fix you a cuppa and some brekkie.
You don't have to do that. I'll be okay.
You cannot greet the world as you are, Steph.
Please don't parent me, Viv. I am not for mothering, especially today. I'm sorry.
No wuckers. I'll make you some coffee and send you on your way.
Now, Viv, please ensure that you do not reveal that there are 4 people living here. We have just 3 housemates. I don't care which 3 you choose, 3, okay? Crucial, vital, paramount.
Yes, Steph.
Do not infer that you live here just helping.
Yes, Steph.
The electricity is not our responsibility. We don't pay for a repair. We pay a power bill.
Yes, Steph.
Don't let them procrastinate any further with this. The job must be completed today.
Yes, Steph.
There's a ferocious dinosaur just behind you.
Yes, Steph. Does it answer to Mama Blob?
Now, once they've finished the installation, make sure you try several appliances at once and feel confident that the system can cope.
Yes, Steph. I didn't come down in the last shower. I have dealt with every kind of contractor and salesman in my time. They have to get up early in the morn to pull one over old Viv.
I will be out for about 2 hours, no more.
Don't stress. I've got nowhere to be but here. The house and all its contents are safe with me. I'm better than a guard dog.
Ugh. Thanks for the beverage. I thought you made coffee.
I did. What? No good?
It's hot and it's black. That'll have to do.
I could whip up a classic Vivy omelette for you. Keep a rumbly tummy at bay.
Has it got eggs in it?
Well, of course, among other ingredients.
No, I won't risk it. I'm late.
Go carefully, Steph. You've had no sleep.
Thank you again, Viv. Remember, just 3. Please don't forget everything we discussed.
Viv looks around at the mess and sighs. She begins to tidy when Steph returns via the lounge to her room and can only watch the whirlwind that is Steph's fly in and fly out.
I forgot my essay! Crucial, vital, paramount.
An hour later, Viv is pottering about the living room with a cleaning agent and rag. She is whimsically singing to herself.
Oh, Mr. Sheen, oh, Mr. Sheen, today's the day to make the house all clean. From the table to the chair and the woodwork everywhere. Wax and polish as you does with Mr. Sheen.
Viv then does a sweeping waltz movement to the coffee table. She doesn't hear or see that Sylvia, 54, has entered the house. She looks bemused.
For an instant mirror sheen to everything you clean. Wax and polish as you does with Mr. Sheen. Wax and polish as you does with Mr. Sheen.
As Viv finishes her verse, she swings around and does a double take as she realizes Sylvia has witnessed her antics.
Oh!
What do you do for an encore?
Oh, I take requests.
Can you do my place? I just loathe dusting.
Ah, well, I turn it into a song and dance.
Impressive. So, I'm hoping to find Stephanie.
I'm sorry, she is out at the moment, but I can speak for her. I'm in charge here.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry you have me at a bit of a disadvantage. I'm Sylvia.
I know who you are. You've taken your time.
It's 9:30. You seem to be expecting me.
Well, at some point, yes. It's been a while.
Really? I only decided this morning to pop in.
Well, you're here now. I think it is very wise to come and see the situation for yourself.
Okay. Who are you, please?
Oh, I'm Vivian. I'm the housekeeper.
Good Lord, I wouldn't have thought Stephanie would be comfortable with that.
Oh, they all need it. I cook, I clean, I do the laundry. Everything is spick and span and spruce on my watch.
Oh, I don't doubt it. You seem very committed, Vivian. They must keep you fully occupied.
Well, yes. I mean, kids today, even these 3, don't have a clue, really. They'd be up a creek without a paddle without my input.
They're lucky to have you, then. May I sit?
Oh, of course. Is there no one else with you?
No, I thought for now it would be best just me. I really didn't want to intrude.
I think Steph hoped the sooner the better.
That's very helpful information, Vivian.
Would you like a cup of something, Sylvia?
Actually, I would, thank you. Black tea with a wedge of lemon and half a teaspoon of honey. Oh, and dunk the bag 3 times, but no more. And please ensure the libation is adequately stirred before it is presented.
Viv darts into the kitchen with a confused expression.
Maybe her ladyship would like me to find some Royal Doulton china to serve her cuppa in. Where are me white gloves?
Would it be all right if I had a look around?
Be my guest. Their guest. I have the A-OK.
Sylvia heads straight to Steph's room. She enters and peers at decorations and possessions. She sees a photo frame on the dresser. There's a family portrait, and Sylvia tears up when she sees herself in one.
Oh, my little Steph.
She hastily resets herself.
So, what can I say to put your mind at ease?
Well, is Stephanie happy?
Oh, it's hard to tell with that one. She's a bit moody. They all are. She works, studies, and is out a lot so she can get a bit ratty at times.
What about the others?
Viv has the beverages and, with a determined look, brings them into the lounge where Sylvia sits again.
That Michael is a character?
Isn't he just a most colourful boy?
Oh, you've met him? Oh, of course.
Numerous times. He perpetually finds himself embroiled in drama. He really does live the life of Riley.
That may be, but you know, the girl that will nab him will have her work cut out for her.
Indeed, she will. He must have changed since the last time I saw him.
Oh, if it's not one thing, it's another with that one. He does play the field like there's no tomorrow. Big heart and smart as a whip. When we need a man about the house, we always look to Mikey.
Really? That's quite the transmutation according to your assessment of the boy. And who's the third living here?
Oh, yes, Simon. He is a beautiful lad. Hard-working, very caring. He has quite the eye for the ladies. You might say he is very comfortable in the company of women.
These are Stephanie's flatmates?
Oh, yes, they make a terrific threesome.
Sylvia looks a little puzzled as they drink their tea.
Is there anyone special in Stephanie's life?
Oh, lots. She's always dropping names. There's a, what was it again? Sheldon. Very lively soul, that one. Handsome, too.
Oh. Oh, tell me, Vivian, you weren't put off by Stephanie's distinct brand of femininity?
Not at all. I'm always giving her pointers, you know, how to dress, what to say, how to behave. The girl just needs a little TLC, you know, tender loving care. They all do.
Excuse me for saying, but you do seem quite intimately involved with your employers.
Yes, well, they're my friends, really. I don't look up to them, nor do they look down on me. I live right next door, so there are no boundaries between us. None whatsoever.
May I be a little indelicate to ask how much they pay you for your services?
Oh, I don't take money from them. I do it because I care. They are like children to me. All three seem to need parental guidance. I'm just glad I am here to provide it.
You don't have any of your own, Vivian?
No. My husband and I were not able to rise to that occasion. Probably just as well. He's not a people person. A desert island would have suited him, I reckon. Good for me, too.
Would it be okay to have a further look around? I am curious to see the other rooms.
Go right ahead. I expected you would. I would if I was in your position. They have given me permission. There's nothing to hide. How long have you been in your current position?
Oh, 30 years?
Gosh, you must have seen it all. Do you still get, what's that newfangled expression, job satisfaction?
Well, that's a curious approach, Vivian. I don't know that I consider it as a job or my life existentially in those terms. I could fathom a conclusion that every now and again it's moderately worthwhile. When did you say that Stephanie would be back?
Around 11, I think.
Sylvia is gazing at some of Simon's gaudy outfits. She extracts a garment that has a generously padded bust and looks incredulously at the other various pieces on the rack.
Goodness, these dresses. Who do they belong to?
Oh, they're Steph's. She is such a party girl. Oh, the kids must have mixed up their laundry.
Indeed, most perplexing. But don't you look after all the domestic facets here? So where is she now?
Well, she was up all night, but had to get to the university. She'd forget her head if it wasn't screwed on. I'm like a mum to all of them. Especially Steph. She turns to me for advice on all matters. You'd think she'd never been shown the basics in housekeeping. But never fear, old Vivy's here. The young ones don't appreciate that, do they? Oh, I can always tell when they've had enough of me. Sometimes I feel they wish I wasn't around as often, but rest assured, the house is well taken care of.
Whilst Viv has been babbling, Sylvia has wandered around the lounge again, clearly upset by what she has heard.
I have no doubt about that, Vivian. This visit has been most illuminating.
Not that I would want to tell you how to do your job, but you're not waiting for Steph to begin, are you? Or when are the others arriving?
Sylvia looks confused.
Well, looky there! From my lips to that knocker. Although why anyone would bother when the door is open, I have no clue.
Margaret, 43, steps in and looks around.
Good morning. Is Steph home at the moment?
Well, somebody's popular today. And you are?
Margaret Barnett, the estate agent handling this property. I've brought the electrician and his apprentice to replace the power board.
Viv is dumbstruck. She looks to Sylvia, then to Margaret, then balances herself against the kitchen counter.
You'll have to forgive me. Oh, I think I've stepped in it. A lot of it. A paddock full.
Not on the carpet, I trust. May we come in? I don't know you, but I assume Steph is not here.
I'm sorry she is out at the moment. But I can speak for her. I'm in charge here. Vivian.
Margaret opens the fly door to let the two men in.
I repeat, this has been most illuminating.
Thanks for listening to this instalment. You won't want to miss the next episode. Trust me. Really.
The cast and crew from Friends of Dorothy.
I'm Declan Clifford, and I am playing mischievous Mikey.
Hi, I'm Tessa Nielsen and I am Steph.
Hello, my name is River Stevens and I am playing Simon.
Hi, I'm Riley Nottingham. I'm playing William.
I'm Martine Halliday and I'm playing Viv.
In the guest role of Sylvia, you have been listening to Janet Watson-Cruz.
Hi. The whirlwind of a role that is Margaret was performed by Marie Barnett.
My name is Barry Michael and the songs featured here were written and performed by me.
Recorded at Big Ears Audio by Adrian Ricciotti, that's me, and Tony Lazzaro, that's him.
And a Real Voice LA by Mike DeLay.
And I'm Joanna Halliday, and I've been your storyteller. Friends of Dorothy was written, produced, directed, and edited by David Rector.
So many hats. Shame I haven't got a hat face.
Copyright 2024.